welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sam and I'm the owner and designer behind Squibble's Crochet Corner. I'm so glad you're here and I can't wait to share all of the beautiful things that we can crochet together. So I actually had a different video planned for this week, but you know how life just kind of happens sometimes. And I've actually been feeling a little under the weather for the past few days. It's a little dark and gloomy outside, which honestly I don't really mind that type of weather, but with the combination of not really feeling the best and then just the rainy weather, I'm just really not feeling making a more in-depth video. I really just feel like relaxing and crocheting today, which honestly, that's not a bad day. I have those days every so often where I'm just not feeling anything. I just want to relax, crochet, not worry about anything. I'm sure you have those days too. So I hope you just take today, relax with me, grab your yarn and hook, and just crochet. So I do still have a few things that I need to get done today. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that my new pattern, the Spring Flowers collection, is going to be releasing on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So I have been a little behind just because I haven't been feeling so great the last couple days. So I really need to get done this morning finalizing my pattern. I've been working with my pattern testers, which they're all amazing. I love working with them. They made a few suggestions to the pattern, so I'm going to update a few photos in my pattern. Right now I have assembly instructions in video form for my pattern. However, my testers suggested that adding some photos would probably be a good idea too. You know, I didn't really think about, people may not always have the best internet access, so photos and videos together probably is not a bad idea to include in my pattern. So I'm going to just take some photos today, or I guess this morning, just to update my pattern a little bit, kind of give it a once over, some final touches, and send that off to my tech editor to just look over it one more time before I publish it tomorrow. So I'm going to start with that this morning, and then probably around 1 o'clock I have an HVAC guy coming over to our house to inspect our furnace and air conditioning system. So I have that I have to worry about, and then honestly after that I think I'm just going to spend the day just crocheting and relaxing. I have a few whips that I would like to get completed, and then maybe some other things that I kind of want to crochet that I've kind of had on my list for a while. So yeah, that's going to be my day today. So I hope you stick along and grab your crochet hook and your yarn, your whip, and just relax and crochet with me as I go about my day. I'm not sure if you noticed my new t-shirt, Minding My Own Crochet Business by Bags by Bento, which I can link to down in the description box. But I love this shirt. I saw it and I was just like, I have to have that. I bought a medium, which I kind of wish I would have gotten a large. I typically like looser fitting t-shirts. This is a little tighter fitting, which it still fits, but that's just a personal preference of mine. But it's super soft, it's super cute, I just love it. So I can't go without mentioning that my cat Oliver follows me down the stairs every morning, waiting for me in the basement to play with him. I just always think it's so funny and cute. I just had to share it with you all. So it's currently 10:29 in the morning. I got some coffee with me. I'm not normally a coffee drinker, but today was just one of those days with just the combination of the weather and just not really feeling the greatest. I have a slight headache, so I kind of need that caffeine boost this morning just to get me going through the day. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start taking some pictures of my pattern, the different components of it, and update the pattern and get it ready for release day tomorrow. So here's a look into my current setup. I'm currently in a corner of my basement, and unfortunately that means I have no natural light at all. So for most of the pictures in my patterns, I used a softbox lighting kit and just my white desk, and most of the pictures actually turn out pretty good. I can kind of show you my process for editing my photos as well. But yeah, this is just my little corner. finished getting all my photos for my pattern, I'm going to go ahead and just take a few moments just to edit them, make them look a little bit nicer and brighter before I go ahead and add them to my pattern. I use Adobe Photoshop Lightroom to edit most of my photos and videos. There is a free version, but you can also get a paid version as well. I love using Lightroom because it has this cool little feature called presets, which makes it a lot easier to save edits from another photo and apply it to your new photo. I have a preset for my pattern photos, which I use for all of my patterns. I'm still learning how to use Lightroom, but feel free to ask me any questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. So I'm officially all done with editing my pattern, so I'm going to send it off to my tech editor, which is Sherry from Sweetbird Crochet. If you're looking into pattern design and you're looking for a tech editor, I highly recommend Sherry from Sweetbird Crochet. I'll leave a link to her website down in the description box if you're interested in learning more. So I think at this point I'm probably going to take a break, just get a little bit of lunch. I have that HVAC guy coming out at about 1 o'clock and it's currently 12:29, so I think this is kind of a good stopping point. And after I eat, kind of take care of all that stuff, I think I'm going to come back and just relax and crochet for the rest of the day. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so now we're finally to my favorite part of the day, which is just relaxing and crocheting. That HVAC guy was here for about an hour or so. I think, what time is it right now? It's about 2:50 right now in the afternoon. So while the HVAC guy was here, my tuxedo cat Oliver, or aka Squibble, he likes to hide when people he doesn't know come over. So his thing is he always will burrow underneath the blankets on the bed, which is really funny. If you've seen Dune, my husband and I always laugh about it, saying he's a sandworm. So I'll show you a little video clip of him hiding underneath the blankets on the bed. If you already don't know at this point, I am a little bit obsessed with my cats, so I hope you don't mind seeing my cats often on my channel. But anyway, let's go ahead and just get to crocheting. So right now I am working on Teresa's Crochet Shop's new plush bunny. I saw her release the pattern not too long ago and I immediately went and bought the pattern. I haven't tried any of her plush patterns yet, so this will be the first one, so I was super excited to give it a try. I love all of her patterns. She is part of the reason that I started to crochet and became a crochet designer. I just love all her patterns so much. She's super creative. So I have the head of the bunny done and the body, so I'm going to go ahead and start crocheting the ears next, which, if you're wondering, I am using the Chanel Home Slim Loops and Threads yarn, which I love this yarn. It's one of my favorite plush type yarns. So go ahead and get started on the ears, which the fun thing about the ears is you can have the ears up or down, which both are super cute, but I think I'm going to crochet my ears and sew them on down. I think the down version I just like a little bit better. So go ahead and get started here. Like I was saying, Teresa's Crochet Shop, if you're new to crochet, she's a great starting point. A lot of her animal patterns are super easy. There's some more complicated ones, but for the most part, they're very easy to understand. They're great for beginners. She's got a lot of great tutorials on her YouTube channel. She's got a lot of tips on her Instagram as well. So if you're looking to start amigurumi, I definitely recommend Teresa's patterns. They're awesome. Just a little backstory on where the name Squibble came from. So Oliver, my little tuxedo cat, I used to be a home care nurse for a hospice company in Columbus, Ohio. And one of my patients actually found a litter of kittens under their porch. They weren't able to take care of them, so they asked if I would take some of the kittens. and I thankfully convinced my husband to let me take Oliver. So his name, over the years, he's only, I think, about to be 3 years old this year. His name kind of morphed from Oliver to, we actually now call him Squibble, which is funny, but for a while there we were calling him Squibble. He's just a very high energy, crazy cat. I think probably one of the craziest cats I think I've ever had. So his name just kind of morphed into funny nicknames over time. And then that's how I ended up with the name Squibble's Crochet Corner, just because he has been very attached to me ever since we brought him home. And ever since he came home with us, he's been obsessed with my yarn. He loves to be involved in all of my crochet things. He'll sit there and watch me crochet, which I know you probably can't see, but he's sitting next to me now while I crochet. So I just decided to name my business after my cat. Oh, I don't know, I'm cutting it kind of close. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this ear with the amount of yarn I have left. So we'll just have to see. If not, I might have to go grab another skein. Alright, I actually made it with a little bit to spare. Isn't that the best feeling when you beat out yarn chicken? Well, I got my 2 little ears all done. I think I'm going to place the ears upside down instead of straight up, which look how cute that's gonna be. Let me just see. That's up. I think I really like the down ears. I think I'm gonna go ahead and sew them like that. Chenille yarns. I typically stick to mostly worsted weight yarn just because I find that it's easier to work with. I like that you can see the stitch definition a little bit better than you can at times with the chenille yarns, but I really dislike how difficult it can sometimes be to sew on pieces with the chenille type yarns. I did recently learn a trick from All From Jade to use worsted weight yarn to sew your pieces onto your amigurumi to prevent the, which you can kind of see here, it's already starting to happen, the yarn pulling apart here and making it harder to sew. So I'm going to be lazy today and just use the chenille yarn tail to sew onto my bunny, which it's actually doing okay right now, but you know, that's definitely something a technique I've used. I actually did sew the head of my bunny to the body with some worsted weight yarn. I just matched the color and just sewed it on there with that and hit the tail and the body. So let me know in the comments if you've used this technique before to sew on pieces for your amigurumi. If you have any other techniques for sewing with the chenille yarns, definitely let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your tips and tricks on working with chenille yarn. Maybe one of these days I can be converted into using more plush yarns, but at the moment I think I'm probably going to stick with my worsted weight yarn, mainly for my patterns, but I may branch out in the future and maybe design something plush. You never know. So we got the first ear sewn on here, which look how cute that is. So I'm excited to get the next one sewn on here. go. Got the ears all sewn on there. It's looking really cute. You know, I was just thinking the one thing I really love about amigurumi is you very rarely have to weave in ends. You can easily just hide your yarn tails in your amigurumi and no one would ever know. So next I just got to do the arms, the legs, and the tail, and then it'll be all done. So sadly I didn't make it through my whole project of my plush bunny. I got through one more little arm and then I'm on my second arm, so I'm gonna have to go grab another skein, which thankfully I have another one. I just have this last arm to crochet and then 2 more legs and then the tail. So I'm back. This is actually my last skein in this color, so I guess that means I'm gonna have to go to Michael's. Oh well. So they actually just put a Michael's in just like less than 5 minutes away from my house, so it's super convenient. So if I need to, I can run over there at some point, but this should be enough for the rest of my bunny project. So I just finished the last piece of my bunny. It's the little tail, which look how tiny and cute it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it sewn on and then I'll show you all my finished bunny. Here's my completed bunny. Look how cute it is. It is just adorable. I think it's probably one of the cutest things I've ever crocheted. I just love Teresa's patterns. They always turn out so cute. I think that's all I have for you all today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like the video down below. If you'd like to stay updated on future content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any ideas for future content you'd like to see, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment box below. And I hope to see you next week. And as always, happy crocheting. Bye everyone.